Welcome back. If you're taking the first steps toward your future career or looking to change fields, our friends from Tulsa Welding School Jacksonville have a wide variety of educational programs that might work for you. Tulsa Welding School Jacksonville Regional Campus President Michael Cole joins us with more. Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you. Thanks for having me again,
Of course, it's always our pleasure. Okay, so last week we had National Skilled Trades Day, right? So why is a skilled trades education valuable and important in our current economy?
Well, one of the things that we know is the skilled trades are very physically demanding. The workforce is getting elderly as they go. They want to retire.
Right.
And there's been this huge gap in the skilled trades. Everybody wanted their kids to go to college and do those things. So there's a very huge shortage right now of skilled labor, whether it's welding, HVAC, electrical, line worker, all of those things right now have some openings. So very important that we're able to fill that gap and start to get some workers out there to help local employers and nationwide employers that we work with so they can have the force they need to get things done.
I imagine with that shortage that it's pretty competitive right now to get folks into that position, right?
Yeah, I will tell you, we've got more jobs opening than I have students. All of our employers can tell us they can take every welder, every HVAC, every electrical student that we've got, and we can't fill it fast enough. So if anybody's out there watching and looking, we definitely have people that need the work. So,
yeah, there's money out there.
Without a doubt, and it's quick. Most of our programs can be done in less than a year.
Oh, wow.
When you come into school with us, it's really hands-on from the start. So you're really starting that career from day one in the classroom and taking it through, and then get out there and you start working from there.
Yeah, so, you know, who should consider a career in skilled trades, right?
Yep, I think anyone that's hardworking, that's looking for something, anyone that likes to learn by doing as opposed to sitting in a classroom. Nothing wrong with sitting in a classroom, I did it, but that's not for everybody, right?
Absolutely not.
So if you know that you're the person that would rather get out there and do it than read about it, skilled trades is probably for you.
I gotcha, yeah, and you know, especially there's a lot of folks that love to work with their hands, and like you said, college really is not for everybody. I would highly recommend you go to college, but it might not be for you, and that's where Michael comes in.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so what role does Tulsa Welding School play in filling the labor gap in the skilled trades?
Like I said, from day one, you come in and you start working. Your first day in a welding class, for example, it's safety, and you're right out there out in the lab welding. So we recently just got a study, a pretty cool study from the Commission on Education and Workforce out of Georgetown University. We were in the top 5% on return on investment for our education versus when a student graduates. They study it over 10, 15, and 30 years. So 4,600 schools were involved. We were in the top 5%. We're pretty proud of that.
That's something to be very proud of. That's very cool. So what innovations and technologies are shaping the future of these trades?
Just like everything else, robotics and AI. But one of the things about skilled trades is you still need the human element. Even with the robotics and the AI that is coming out, you still can't replace the human touch. You can't replace what humans can do and get into the angles and do all of those things. So we have served our students by giving them Oculus. So we work with a program called OcuWeld. It's something we developed as an organization. It allows students to be able to practice welding, at least get the technique and the positioning down while they're at home rather than having to be in a lab to do it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So we're basically utilizing video games to help us learn?
Very much so.
That's cool.
Very
so
much so.
I have a pilot's license, and when I was in flight training, you could use Microsoft Simulator, and it actually counted towards your simulation hours.
Right.
That's so neat. So it's kind of similar in that respect.
Yep. We have it for both the welding and for our HVAC and electrical. We use an interplay for that, and so students can get on virtual, put the headset on. I've done it. You feel like you're there.
That's cool.
Doesn't smell like the metal burning, but it does seem the same.
Man, we got to get out there. I got to try that.
Absolutely. Come
Let's
on
go
down.
out there. We'll do it. David will do it. That sounds fun.
I love it.
Okay, so for folks who are looking to change their career or start a new one, where do I send them?
So go to www.tws.edu. We actually have an open house coming up for our line worker program on the 30th. That should be a lot of fun. You'll get to see our students that are getting ready to graduate climb the poles. They do a cool thing we call a rodeo. They have to have a raw egg in their mouth, climb the top of the pole, and if they break the egg, they have to eat it. So,
oh, no!
It'll be a lot of fun, music, and a lot of guests. Families of the graduates there. Great time to come check us out.
That sounds great. Michael, thank you so very much. I really appreciate your
The
time.
pleasure's
It's always
all
good
mine.
to catch up with you.